Hello everyone and welcome to Coding Card. So this is our second session for this problem. So previously we have solved with the help of in-order traversal. So in this session we will try to solve with the help of recursion. So let me explain you here. So this was our in-order traversal approach. So let me explain you here. So in this problem we will be given one binary tree and our task is to check whether that given binary tree is a BST or not. So this was the problem. So previously we have solved with the help of in-order traversal. Now here we will try some different approach like recursive approach. So for example, suppose the main task for this BST was we have to check, for example, suppose we are given one binary tree like this one. This is my root, this is my left part, this is my right part. So for this BST the condition is my root data should be always greater than the left side, and it should be always less than the right side data. This is the main condition. Now for example, suppose we are given a binary tree like with a value like suppose here 5, this is my 6, and this is my suppose 3. So if you see here, this is my root. So your root is greater than the left part 3. Yes, it is correct. And again the root is less than the right part, which is 6. Yes, this is also correct. So this binary tree is satisfying this condition. It is satisfying this condition. So this is a BST. Now let us move forward with another example. For example, suppose instead of 6 here, if I am giving here 5, 3, and suppose here 4, this is 4. So this given tree is a binary tree but not a BST, cause here root is greater than the left part, this is correct, but root is not less than the right part. The right part is 4. So this is failing over here. So this is a binary tree but not a BST. Now let us take another example. Suppose let us draw two more child. For example, I am giving here 5, 9. Suppose here I am taking 3, here 1, and here 4. So if you see here, for each and every node this condition should be applicable. Root should be greater than the left part and it should be less than the right part. This condition should be applicable for each and every node. So let us take the very first 5. So if you see here, for 5 the left part is 3, so this condition is satisfied, and again for this 5 it should be less than the right side, so right side is 9, so this is satisfied. So till here it is satisfying the BST condition. Now let us move for this node 3. So for 3 it is greater than the left part, yes, correct, and again this 3 is less than the right part, which is 4. Yes, this is also satisfying the condition. So this is also a BST. The first and the second, both the tree are, this second one is the subtree, both are satisfying this condition. So this is a BST. Now let me change this one. Now let me take one different example. For example, suppose the root is 5, here we have 3, and here we have 9. Now here I am changing the value like here 1, and the right side value is suppose 10. So if you see here, for the root 5 it is satisfying the condition, it is greater than the left part, which is 3, and also it is less than the right side, which is 9. So for this node BST condition is satisfied. Now let us come here. For 3, if you see here, it is greater than the left side, yes, satisfying the condition. Also 3 is less than the right side, it is also satisfying the condition. This node is also satisfying the condition. Now if you see here, for this node 5, my left part is this one, Our condition checking was the root should always be greater than the left part. It should always be greater than the left part and always be less than the right part. If I am taking this whole as a left part, so here it is failing the condition. If you see here our maximum value is 10 over here. In the left side maximum value is 10. So if you see here, if I am ignoring all this value, I am taking only the maximum value in the left side. So if you see here, the root value is 5 and it should be always greater than the left part. Now in the left part the maximum value is 10. So here it is failing our condition of BST. So for individual node it is satisfying the condition of BST, but if I am taking as a whole, this whole part on the left side as a single, suppose a single left child, then it is failing our condition. So this is not a BST. So we have to apply this logic for each and every node. For each and every node this condition should satisfy, and each and every node left and right part should be checked over here with the help of this formula. So for this problem, this is our main condition check. This is our main condition check for each and every node. And what we will do here, let me explain you here. What we will do, let me explain here line by line. So our very first condition is none check of the node. Now the second condition check will be this left and the right side checking. Means the root data should be always greater than the left part. It should be always greater than the left part, and this root data should be always less than the right part. Correct? And the third condition will be the main condition. We have to write our logic for both the left side and the right side condition check. Means whenever we are going to check this second point, so we have to check this second point for both left and the right part. If from the left side, means suppose this is my tree, this is my node, and in the left part we have lots of child nodes, and also in the right side we have lots of child nodes. So what we have to do here, we have to check whether in the left part it is satisfying this condition or not, second condition or not. If it is satisfying the second condition, then we are going to check in the right side the same condition, means whether for each and every node we are getting the BST condition correct or not. If both side we are getting correct answer, then at last we have to return true, means we have to check left side and the right side. If both are correct, then we have to return the AND of left and right. So let me write the logic first, then I will explain you line by line. So this is our in order traversal logic. Now let me zoom this one. Now we will write the recursive approach over here. So let us take two variable. We will comment out this later on. So let us take two variable. One is for the left part checking and another is for right part checking. So let us take one variable for left part checking, left part, and let us assign a minimum value, and another is the right part, and let us assign a maximum value. Now we are done. Now what we will do, we will simply write one function in which we will write the recursive logic and we will call it recursively. So let us define one function like check, in which we are going to pass the initial root node, the left part and the right part. So in this function we are passing the root node, the left part value and the right part value. So this root value is the initially which we are getting in this check BST function. Let us comment out this one. Now this is our second approach. So let us return this one. We are going to simply return this one. So before that we have to define this function. So let us define this function. Define check, which will accept three parameters: the root node, left part and the right part. Now we have to write our logic here. We have to write our logic over here. So let us write the very first base condition, which is the very first, this one. First condition is our base condition. So our base condition is, we will check if root is none. If root is none, then we are simply going to return true. Return true. Now this was our very first condition, this one. Now the second statement is, we have to check for the left part and the right part. So let us write the condition if the root dot data, if it is less than, if the root value is less than left part, if it is less than the left part, or root dot data means if root dot data is greater than the right part. If it is greater than the right part, it means our condition is false. Means if root data is less than the left part, or the root data is greater than the right part, means our condition for BST is false. Then we have to return here, return false, because our condition is the root data should always be greater than the left part and it should always be less than the right part. But here we have checked the opposite condition. If it is satisfying this one, then means we have to return simply false. Now if you see here in our previous logic, we have checked here equal to also, means if any duplicates are present, then it should also return false. So let us use here equal to sign over here. So we are done. Now the third condition is, the third one is, we have to check for the left side as well as the right side. If both are returning true, then we have to return true. The last condition, which is the main condition check, is for left and the right. So we have to check for the left side. Now to check for the left side, we have to initially pass the root dot left side, root dot left as our node, and its left part will be the left part, and the right side part will be the root dot data, root dot data. Here we are going to write a logic like binary search one. So if you see here, we are calling the same function by passing root dot left as our node, and the left part is the left part as usual, which we are assigning over here, and the right side will be the root dot data. Now this one is for left, and at the same time right should also return the true. So for right we have to pass root dot right as our node, and for left part it should be root dot data, and the right side and the right part should be the right part as same. So this is okay. If the left side returns the true and at the same time the right side is also returning true, means we have to return true. So this is the recursive check. So this is the very first condition check, means if the node is none, we are simply returning true. And second condition check was if the root dot data is less than equal to the left part, or the root dot data is greater than equal to the right part, means it is simply failing the BST condition. So we are going to return false. And the main condition check is over here. For the left side we are checking the same, means we are simply calling recursively the same function and checking the same condition for the left part, and again we are checking for the right part. If both are returning true, if both the left and right are returning true, then we are simply returning true. So this is our logic. So let me explain you here line by line using a recursive tree. So there we have written three conditions. The very first one is, let me write over here, the very first one is if root is none. If root is none, this is our very first condition. If root is none, we are returning true, correct? The second condition was if the root data is less than equal to the left part. If it is less than equal to left part, or the root data is greater than equal to the right part, means it is failing our BST condition, then we are simply returning false. And third main condition was we are going to check for the left, and for the right, the same for right. Now here we are passing, for the left we are passing root dot left. Let me write over here. Now here we are passing three parameters for the left side. Here we are passing three parameters. the node is root dot left, node is root dot left, and the left part is the left part itself, and the right side is right part is the root data. Now, and in the right side we are passing again three parameters. Right is the root dot right, and the left part for this right side is the root dot data, and the right side is right part itself. Suppose I am writing RP, means right part itself. Now let me draw the recursion tree. For example, suppose let me draw one binary tree. Suppose this is my node having value 3. Suppose this is having value 2. This one is having value 6. This is 1 and this is 5. So if you see here, this is a binary tree but not a BST. But if you see here for this section, if you see here, this is a BST, but if you take this whole as a left part, this won't be a BST. If you see here, if I am taking this whole as a left part, my left part value, if you see here, the maximum value is 5. My left part should be always be less than the root value. Here root value is 3, which is false, so it won't be a BST. So we'll try to execute our logic on this binary tree. So if you see here, in our condition we have 3 lines, first, second and third, and in third line we have two condition check, A and B. So let me explain you here. So in our recursive function call we have 3 line, first line, second line and third line, and in third line we have two things, A and B. If A and B both are returning true, then it will return true. So let us apply this for the very first node, which is 3. This is for node 3. So the very first condition is this a none? If you see here, the very first condition is if the root is none, then you have to return true. So this root is not none, so this condition is pass. Second one is we are going to check if this root, suppose this is a root data, so whether this root data is less than or equal to the left part. So now for this node, my left part is the minimum value. Suppose this is my minimum value, and the right part is the maximum value. Suppose this is my maximum value. Now here we are going to check whether this root data, which is 3, is 3 less than or equal to the left part. No, this 3 is obviously greater than this minus 999, or whether this root is greater than or equal to the right part, whether this 3 greater than or equal to this right part. No, so this condition is also satisfied, means control will go directly in 3, line number 3. So in line number 3 we have called the same function. So line number 3 we have called the same function. So let me draw again the very first line, second line, there will be 3 lines, 1, 2 and 3, and 3 have two things, A and B condition check, correct? So here we are drawing a recursion tree. So this is for node, the left part. So for this node we are passing root dot left. So root dot left is node 2. So this will be 2, and the left part value is the left part, LP is, so let me write here 2, left part is minus 999. Suppose this is the minimum value, and the right side is root dot data. So root dot data is how much? Here root dot data is 3. Since it is calling from this function, so root dot data is 3. So this value will be 3. So till here we are okay. Now the very first line is we are checking whether the root is none or not. The root is not none, it is having some value. So this first line is none. Now second line is we are checking this root data. We are checking whether this root data is less than or equal to the left part. So whether this 2 less than equal to the left part, no, or whether this 2 greater than equal to the right part, whether this 2 greater than equal to the right part, which is 3. So this is also false. So control will go directly in line number 3. In line number 3 we are calling the same function. So now let us call the same function again one more time. Line number 1, 2, 3, and here we have two part A and B, correct? And here we are passing with the left value, which is 1. For this node 2, the left value is 1 and passing value is root dot left, left part is here how much, minus 999 suppose, and root dot data, and root dot data for this node is how much, 2, so it will pass 2. Now we are checking the condition whether the root is none. Here root is having some value, so this is done. In second we are checking whether this root value is less than equal to the left part, whether this 1 less than equal to the left part, no, or whether this 1 greater than equal to the right part, no. So this is also done. Now it will again go in line number 3, and in line number 3 we are calling this same function. So let us call the same function with the value. Now here we have to pass, here it will call with the value none, it will be none, left part will be the same value, the right part will be the right part is root dot data, which is 1. For this function root dot data is 1, so it will pass 1. Now here we have 3 lines, 1, 2, 3, and for 3 we have A and B, correct? So here the very first line is, it is checking whether the root is none. If it is none, then it is simply returning true. So it control will simply return true. It will return true. We are done. Now A part is done. Now it will simply go in B part and check. In B part, if you see here, in B part for 1, the B part it will simply call with the none. Our value will be, the right side value is, if you see here, root dot right. So root dot right is none. So this is our root value, and the left part is root dot data. So root dot data is how much here, 1, and the right side value is the right side value itself. The right side value itself for this node was how much, 2. So 2. Now again we have here 3 lines of code, 1, 2, 3, and for 3 we have A and B. So in the very first line, if the root is none, it is simply returning true. So let us return true. So both are returning true over here. So this whole function will return true. So it will return here true, correct? Now we are done with the A part. So let us go for the B part. Again in B part we have, it is calling the same function. We have 3 things, 1, 2, and 3, and for 3 we have 2 things, A and B, correct? So here it will pass the right side. The right side value for this node 2 is 5, correct? The value will be 5. Right side value is how much, root dot right. So root dot right for this node is 5. Left part is root dot data. Left part is root dot data. For this node root dot data is 2, and the right side is, right part is the same value, the right part, which is 3. Now the very first line, it is not none, so this is passed. Now second one is condition checking is, second condition checking is root, means root data less than equal to the left part. So root data less than equal to the 5 less than equal to the left part, which is 2. If root less than equal to the left part, so if you see here, this is false, correct? Or we were checking if root greater than equal to the right data, which is 3. So this condition is true, but this one is false. So this line number 2 will return false, so it will return simply false. It will return false. So this 3 is a combination of both true and false, so it will simply return false over here. So in this A we got false, correct. Now we are done with the A part. Now we have to go for the B part over here. So for B part again we have 3 lines, 1, 2 and 3, and for 3 we have A and B, correct. Now here it will call root dot write. So for 3 root dot write is 6. So the root value is 6 and the root dot data, left part is root dot data. So root dot data is for this node is how much? 3. So 3, and the right part is the right part itself. So for this node the right part is how much? This one 9 9 9, suppose this much. Now the very first one is root is none or not. It is not none, so this one is passed. Now we are going to check whether the root value, which is 6, whether it is less than or equal to the left part is how much? 3. So this is false. Again we have to check whether this root is greater than or equal to the right part. Again this is false, so both are false. So we are okay with this one. So control will simply go in line number 3. So in line number 3 we have two call again for A and B. So for A and B we have here none. So similar case, for none it will simply return true. This will return true, and again this one will return true. For none it is simply returning true, like this one as previously we have seen over here. So both will return true. So if this function is returning true, so from here it will simply return true. So if you see here, this A is returning false and this B is returning true. So overall this one will return false. So this is the recursion tree in which I have explained you in each and every step how the values are being populated and how the values are being passed and how the values are also getting returned in the last. So this was the code and this was the explanation. So let us submit this code. Let us run first. So you can see here we are done with the sample test case. Let me submit this code. So congratulations, we are done with all the hidden test cases. So this was the second recursive approach and this was the in order approach. And here I have explained you how this recursion works. So if you have learned something new, please do give thumbs up and subscribe to our channel Coding Cart, and stay tuned for the next videos.